to the end.
Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be doing a girl talk, and today's girl talk is going to be focused on periods. So we're going to get right into this video. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm not going to make the intro super long. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn notification bell on so you never miss a video, and we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to tell you my little backstory. When I got my period, I think I was 13. I was in the 8th grade. And I could just remember like all night, like my stomach was just really cramping so bad. And I didn't understand why I was cramping. I never felt like this before. I was confused. I'm like, maybe my stomach just hurt. Maybe it was what I ate or whatever. So I ended up going to bed that night. And then I woke up in the morning, I had school. And I remember I went to the bathroom and I looked down and I seen like brown. I seen like brown stuff. So then automatically I started to think like, did I not wipe myself correctly? Is like something wrong? Like nothing was clicking to me that had just started my period, because I'm thinking like, oh, well, if you start your period, your blood is gonna be like bright red and I'm just gonna know. But that's not true. You guys, if you go to the bathroom and you see like brown and you think, oh, did I like boo-boo on myself or something? Like, did I not wipe myself correctly? 9 times out of 10, you would know like if it's really like boo-boo, because if it's like, if you would smell it, well, I'm not telling you I like smell it, but if you would smell and it doesn't smell like shit, like we all know what shit smells like, 9 times out of 10 it's your period. Most girls, when they first start their period, their blood is like darker because it's like old, I guess, or it's just getting started. So you know, it hasn't really been able to develop that true like reddish color. Even though me myself, mine, this might be a little bit TMI, but mine isn't like a true bright red, like here I am right here color. I don't feel like anybody's is, or at least mine isn't. But anyways, but yeah, so I seen that. I went to the bathroom and I was like, what the hell is this? Like what? So I went to my mom, told my mom, and my mom told me that I got my period. And I was like, oh, so that kind of makes sense, because my stomach was cramping really bad. And I just wasn't feeling well. So ended up, you know, getting in the shower, getting myself cleaned up, had some pads, whatever, got a pad on, whatever. And then that was my story. Then I went to school and I was a woman. But yeah, so that's my little story. But I just want to tell you my story because I know a lot of young girls, they may be confused when they first start their period, because it may not be the correct color that they think that it is, and they may try to hide it, or they may feel embarrassed, or they may, you know, just kind of feel some type of way about it. And I want y'all to, you know, be okay with your body and know your body, and you know, I just want y'all to know that it's okay, and not every girl is the same, and you'll be okay. So symptoms that I experienced while I was on my period, I don't get my period like that as often as I used to, because I am on Nexplanon birth control, and which slows like your period down because it's like a hormonal whole thing, whatever. This isn't about that. But while I was getting my period, I experienced super bad cramping, a heavy flow, y'all. For my size and like height, my size and my weight, I just wasn't expecting for my flow to be so heavy. But you'll be surprised. You can be super skinny and small and petite, and you'll think you have the lightest flow ever. Like, I thought I was gonna have a super light flow, but yeah, my flow was so heavy. I had bad cramping. My period would make me throw up. I was super nauseous, which is why when I turned 16, I had got on the birth control pill, and that helped with my nausea. That really just helped me all around, because my period was literally making me sick. So things that I can recommend while you're on your period is to try to drink as much water as you possibly can. And I know that may sound horrible. I know you're on your period, you don't feel good, you just kind of want to eat a lot of junk food, drink a lot of juice, soda pop, but honestly that makes it worse. Things that cause cramping is because you have like blood clots in your uterus, When the lining of your uterus is shutting, it can clot, and then when it's trying to like clear all of that out, blood clots and stuff can form. So by eating those bad foods and things like that, it can actually make it worse. So I would highly recommend try to drink at least 2 to 3 bottles of water a day while you're on at least your heaviest. I would say like your first 3 days, try to drink as much water as possible, because it's gonna help with the cramping. It's gonna help your period clear out faster, and you'll feel better. Also, medicine, things that helped me, Tylenol really helped. I had like a heating pad because when I was on my period, my back hurted so bad. So I had a heating pad, and Tylenol worked great. So I'm gonna show y'all some things that I use. These are the tampons that I use. These are the U by These are the U by Kotex tampons, and this is in the regular size. I'm gonna show y'all what it look like. It comes in this little wrapper, and I like them because they're so small and compact, and you can, you know, if you need to grab it out your bag real quick and go to the bathroom, you can just, you know, put it in your hand, ball it up, and, you know, walk to the bathroom. You don't have to make a super big scene. It isn't really big, loud, or rattling. I'm gonna show you how to apply it. So when you are using a tampon, this is a tampon, right? You see the string? Make sure that you can see the string. This is how you insert a tampon. You're gonna take the tampon, right? Say this is your vagina, whatever. When you get ready to put the tampon in, I recommend trying to, you know, put your leg up on a seat, you know, try to have it at kind of like an angle, or your leg up on the edge of the bathtub, or something that can give you, you know, that you can have your legs open so you can like get it in there, you know. So this is your little cookie right here. Now, you see where the edge is right here, where it meets like this edge part of the push, where before it starts to push, you're gonna push. You're gonna insert it all the way up to that point, right? And when you meet the edge of this push, this is where you're going to push up. You're gonna push up the tampon into your vagina. It's gonna be all the way up. Make sure it's up far enough. Many people say when they put it on, it hurts. If it hurts, 9 times out of 10, it is not up far enough. It's not gonna get stuck in there. You're gonna be okay. So once it's up this far enough, this part is gonna be stuck in there, right? You're gonna remove the plastic, and then the string is gonna dangle. And that's it. You're just putting your first tampon, you guys. Like, that is all you have to do. And yeah. Now, after a couple years, you know, you may start to get used to the feeling of tampons, and you may not even need the whole applicator thing. Personally, me, after a certain amount of time, I don't really feel the need to, you know, do the whole plastic thing, whatever. I can just take this out of the applicator and put it up there myself. But not everybody, you know, is comfortable with doing something like that, so you don't have to do that. But either way, now while you're wearing a tampon, you want to make sure that you're wearing a panty liner, just in case you have any leakage, drips, anything. You just want to be safe. Make sure you have on the panty liner so you don't ruin any of your underwear, and you're just going to be extra protected anyway. So these are the panty liners that I use. You'll just place this right in your underwear after you put your tampon on. And yeah, so these are the Poise. It's Poise micro liners. I like these, you know, even like on your last couple of days of your cycle. Well, it's really not enough for like a tampon or a pad, but you still like are spotting a little bit. You can put a panty liner on and you'll be good. Now, if you're just starting your period and you're not comfortable with putting a tampon in, I started wearing tampons when I was like 16 or 17. So after 4 years is when I started wearing them. But at first I was just wearing pads, so it's just nothing wrong with wearing pads. I prefer the pads that have wings on it because the wing wraps around, I'm trying to make sure I can see. The wing right here, it wraps around the underwear, so you can make sure it's secure and your pad isn't going to be shifting all around, getting twisted up everywhere, because we all had that one bad pad that just got all types of twisted up and it wasn't cute. Okay, y'all, so make sure when y'all put your tampons or you're wearing a pad or whatever, make sure that you are changing your pad or tampon frequently. Please do not go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours in a pad. I wouldn't recommend going no longer than 4 hours really in a pad, especially if it's on your like first couple of heaviest days. Depending on how heavy you are, I wouldn't surpass 3-4 hours in a pad. Honestly, that's just me. When I was on my period, I changed my pad like every 2 hours whenever I could. You know, that 2 hour mark, you know, I kind of like, all right, let me go to the bathroom, let me change it, because you don't want that stuff sitting in there too long. It will form like a bad smell. You don't want a bad odor. You don't want to smell fishy. You don't want people giving you a side eye when you walk past somebody. You don't want somebody to be like ew, like she stinks and stuff like that. So make sure you're changing your pad often, because you don't want a bad odor. You don't want to get no bacteria forming down there or nothing like that. Also, my last tip is when you're on your period, the first couple of days especially, make sure you carry around some wipes. I used to carry around the Huggies baby wipes. They're super convenient, you know, just to help me clean everything out down there, make sure everything is staying nice and clean, at least during the day. So when you go home at the end of the day, you could take you a nice shower. But baby wipes, you know, help wipe any dry blood that tissue really doesn't get. So I would recommend getting baby wipes. Speaking of showering, y'all, me personally, I feel like on your period, there is no way around it. You have to take a shower twice a day, because think about it. Okay, after a long day, you know, you've been on your period all day, you probably got dry blood up there, stuff is just a wreck down there, you probably got a little odor going on, you really don't know. So you really want to make sure you get in a shower, wash yourself well, rinse everything out nice and dry it really good, and then put a new pad on. Okay, you go to sleep, maybe 6 to 8 hours, you're in the bed, whatever, you wake up in the morning, you've been bleeding, probably got stuff just down there. It's probably warm, hot, and heat makes bacteria develop quicker, and you probably got a little odor, and it's just not cute. And if you're gonna put on clean, fresh clothes, you might as well get in the shower and wash your body, and then put on a fresh tampon or pad, and then your clean clothes, and then go to school, right? So that's just my logic. But me personally, when I'm on a period, I like to shower at least twice a day. So I would recommend y'all to do that as well. The next thing I want to talk about is different sizes of tampons. And many people, when they think of a tampon, they're like, well, should I just get like the regular, or should I just get like super, or like what's a super, what's a super, what's like whatever. Like people think like small, medium, large, or whatever. But I use the regular size. So the regular is, I will recommend regular for beginners. Even though my period was more on like the heavier side, I wasn't really comfortable getting the super size tampon because it is much more thicker and bigger. And me starting off, I just really wasn't comfortable with doing that. But if you do what I did, you will have to end up changing your tampons more regularly, because your period is going to be heavier, but you have a small tampon, so it cannot absorb as much as you're putting out. So you're going to have to change more frequently, or you'll end up leaking all over yourself, and it's going to be one hot mess. But I got the regular size. As you know, get older and get used to the feeling of having a tampon on, honestly, I feel like after a couple of your first tries, you're not even going to realize that you have a tampon on. You're not even going to feel it. You're not even going to be able to think about it. It's just going to be like, you're going to feel like nothing is even there. But I got the regular, but there is a super if you have like a super heavy flow, and then like they have like the really big ones, which is obviously like for people who flow is just like the Niagara Falls, and it's just like, it's crazy. But yeah, you can just pick the size that you feel most comfortable with and you feel is the best for you and your flow. Okay, so I think I pretty much talked about everything in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe for more videos. I love you guys so much. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on my social media sites in the description box down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. Need you to put a rush up on it like August. Get a ticket for me, I got it, that's ballin'.